Hello, welcome to 2.1 day 2. We are going to apply the last two exponent properties. We have product of powers and quotient of powers. Yesterday we did the zero property, we did negatives, and we also did power of a power. So we did power of powers multiplication, product of powers is going to be adding, and quotient of powers is going to be subtracting. So we're going to identify the property and then simplify. So this is product of powers. Product means multiplication. So we have the same base and they're being multiplied together. Yesterday you saw like 8 to the third raised to a fifth power. So this is just being multiplied by a power, but this has two bases that are the same with different exponents. And so when you see that happen, your base always stays the same. So it's going to stay with 8. And then all we're going to do with these two is add them. So we got negative 3 plus 5. Now you have to remember your integer rules. You have negative 3 plus a positive 5. Maybe you don't remember. But you probably remember your integer chips. So if I have 5 positive chips and 3 negative chips, then I have to cross out the zero pairs. A positive and negative cancels out, and I'm left with 2 positives. So I'm going to have 8 to the 2 positives, so positive 2's. Final answer. Okay, so you can also see that there's signs are different, so we're going to subtract. 5 minus 3 is 2, but then keep the sign of the larger number. Which one's bigger, 3 or 5? 5, so it's going to be a positive 5 or positive 2. Okay, here's the next one. Again, our base stays the same, and now I can't draw. Great. Nope, there it goes. Okay. All right, so I got 7 times 7 to the 8th times 7 to the 5th. So the 7's going to stay the same, and then we're just going to add those exponents. 8 plus 5. 8 plus 5 is 13, so it's going to be 7 to the 13th. Final answer. And here we go again. Same base, so 10 is going to be my base, and then I just add the two exponents. 2 plus 7 gets me 9, so it would be 10 to the 9th. Final answer. And our last examples for today, this is quotient of powers. This is a fraction. Fractions, the sister property of division is subtraction, and then the sister property of multiplication is addition, which is why we added in these ones. So these ones, sometimes you can get a little creative, and you can see that the fraction bar maybe also remind you of a subtraction sign. So all we're going to do is we're going to subtract the top from the bottom. So my base stays the same, and I'm going to take 9 minus the bottom, 11. Now I'm subtracting more than what I have, so it's going to be a negative number. You can also always type this in your calculator. Let's do 9, oops, get rid of everything else. 9 minus 11 gets me negative 2. So it's going to be 7 to the negative 2. Final answer. Some students notice, well then can't we do what we did yesterday? And you put this into the upside down? Yes, you could. So it would be 1 over 7 to the negative second. It was just a second. All right, let's do another example. So 6 to the 7th divided by 6 to the 5th. My base is the same, and I take the top minus the bottom. So I'm going to take 7 minus 5. 7 minus 5 is 2, so it's going to be 6 to the 2nd power. Final answer. Let's do one more. Okay. My base stays the same. I got 8. I'm subtracting the top from the bottom, so it's going to be 12 minus 9. Now, it's not always the bigger number that goes in front like I showed you in the first one. It's always the top minus the bottom. These ones are just where we were nicer for you. So 12 minus 9 is 3. Final answer. Let me know if you have any questions.